Welcome to another video in this series, Statistics using R. In this video, we will learn about correlation coefficient. So, earlier we have discussed about linear regression analysis, which primarily focused on the methods of predicting a variable and as a function of an independent variable x.
In an earlier video, we have also discussed about covariance analysis, how to find out covariance between two population or two sample. You can check the video by clicking on the I button here. In this video, we will discuss only on correlation analysis, how to find correlation between two population or sample, and the issues with covariance. Some issues with covariance. One issue is that the covariance between two random variable x and y is in the units of x multiplied by the unit of y. So this is difficult to interpret the strength of association between two variables because the magnitude of the covariance is a result of multiplication of the units of x and y. So the magnitude does not tell us any story. So to obtain a measure of relatedness or independence of x and y, we have to consider anything other than covariance.
So very few topics today. The background that we have studied, the meaning of correlation, types of correlation, what does correlation coefficient means, how do we calculate correlation coefficient, range of the correlation coefficient, interpret the correlation coefficient, and then their relationship and difference with regression analysis. The correlation coefficient between two random variables x and y is denoted by correlation xy or rho and is defined by rho is equal to this correlation xy equal to covariance of x comma y by sigma x into sigma y. Sigma is nothing but sigma x and sigma y is nothing but standard deviation of x and y. We know how to compute standard deviation. So there can be two types of correlation, a positive correlation and a negative correlation, as I have said. So what is positive correlation? If a correlation is greater than 0, obviously this is a positive correlation. So that means two variables are positively correlated. Positive correlation means as x increase, y tends to increase as well. Where x decreases, y also decreases. Here, as you can see, if x increases, this height increases, this variable also increases. You can consider this as weight. So if height increases, their weight also increases. So there is a strong correlation between height and weight. The decrement of height also brings the decrement in weight. In this case, we consider the second one, which is negative correlation. If the correlation is less than 0, obviously this is a negative correlation, such as for pulse rate and age. When we consider age at the x-axis, that means age is increasing, their pulse rate is decreasing. So they are negatively correlated. That means x increase and y decrease. X decrease, y increase. So there is a strong negative correlation in these cases. This portion, positive correlation is strong positive correlation is shown by indicated by rho is equal to 0.9. Here a strong negative correlation is indicated by rho is equal to minus 0.8. So positive and negative is shown by the magnitude of the rho, and the value shows the correlation. Strong correlation is shown by 0.9, 0.8, etc.
Here I will demonstrate how to find correlation between two variables x and y using the simple correlation formula, which is covariance of xy divided by sigma x into sigma y, where sigma x and sigma y are standard deviation of the distribution x and y. Now I will use the same data set as I used for covariance analysis. Here is the dataset where I had taken two variables, GRE and GPA, where n is equal to 6, and I have already found out the summation and their average. I also found out the covariance in the same example. Here is the covariance is 11.04 in case of sample, and if it is population then the covariance is 9.2. Now I will use this formula to find out the correlation between them. If you find out the sigma, that is standard deviation of these two variables, using the formula sigma x is equal to xi minus x bar, or the mu x, by n summation over this root over. So this is the formula for sigma x. Similarly, the formula for sigma y will be root over of summation over yi minus y bar by n square. This is the formula for sigma y. Now if you find out sigma x and sigma y, that is sigma GPA, you will find out it is 155. Sigma GPA is equal to 0.424, and sigma GRE will be 155.776. So covariance, as we find out in case of this GPA and GRE, so correlation between GRE comma GPA is equal to covariance between GRE and GPA by sigma GPA comma into sigma GRE is equal to 11.04 by 0.424 into 155.776, which is 11.04 by 66.16. That means 0.167. This is the correlation between GRE and GPA. This is for simple correlation.
Now, most familiar correlation measurement is named by the inventor Pearson's. It is known as Pearson correlation coefficient, or PCC. It is denoted by R. Formula goes like this: R of x and y is n into, that is the number of elements, into summation of xy minus summation of x into summation of y by the number of elements into summation of x square minus sum of x whole square into n summation of y square minus sum of y whole square.
This is the formula for Pearson correlation coefficient. So for that, we need to find out two things. One is GRE square, because we need to find out x square, so we need to find out GRE square and GPA square. Then also we need to find out xy, that is GRE into GPA. So in the earlier example, we have computed these things: GRE, summation of GRE, summation of GPA, and then GRE into GPA as well. So two things that we need to compute more is, along with this, we need to compute GRE square and GPA square. So I'll write here GRE square. So what are the values of GRE square? So 380 square. 380 square is 144400. Next is 660 square is 435600. 800 square is 64, and 409600, 270400, and 576600. and that will, if I take the summation of this, I will end up getting 2477600. Similarly, for GPA square also, I can find out the values as 13.63, 13.47, 16, 10.17, 8.58, 9.00. This is the summation will be 70.262. So these are the two values that I needed along with this one, GRE into GPA. Now if I put these values here, it will be n is equal to, the value of n is 6. So 6 into summation of xy, that is summation of GRE into GPA, is 128392, 128392.2. So this will be into 12839.2 minus summation of x into summation of y. So we had already calculated these values. Summation of x is 3760 and summation of y is 20.4. So these are the values, 3760 into 20.4 by, so now I will take square root of n, which is 6 into, now this value summation of x square, I have already found out the values. This value 2477600, this is 2477600, and this is 3760 whole square. Similarly for y also I will put the values 6 into 70.262 minus 20.4 square. Now this will be 77035.2 minus 76704 by, this will be 728000 into 5.34. I will end up getting 331.2 by 1971.67, which will be close to 0.167. You see, in this case I find 0.167 as my correlation, and in the earlier case I found 0.167 as well. So in both the cases the correlation is same.
And so this is one correlation coefficient, Pearson correlation coefficient, which is mostly used, and we will see how to get that in R as well. The second correlation coefficient is not as much popular as Pearson correlation coefficient, but it is a non-parametric version of Pearson correlation coefficient. It is known as Spearman's, as the name of the inventor, Spearman's correlation coefficient, and it is denoted by rho. And it is the ranked version of the Pearson correlation coefficient. It is a ranked correlation coefficient. For a vector x of size n, the raw score means their score like xy and yi, that means their original values are converted to ranks, rank of xi, rank of yi, then their correlation is computed. Rank mean, now ranks can be both way, that is it can be either in incremental order or in decremental order, or any way you can follow increment or decrement, and then rank them, rank x and rank y, and then you can compute the ranked correlation coefficient. Is that covariance rank of x, the value of this xi is converted into rank xi, rank of x into rank of y by sigma rank x comma sigma rank y.
So here is my GRE and GPA. If I want to find out row of GRE comma GPA, then first I need to find out their ranks. So ranks mean I will arrange GRE and GPA I will arrange GRE and GPA in ascending order. So what is the lowest value of this GRE table? So here I will find out rank of GRE. So what is the lowest value in this GRE table? See, 380 is the lowest value itself. So rank of 380 is 1. Next, what is the second lowest value? It is the 520. So its rank is 2. Similarly, 640 is rank 3, 660 is rank 4, and this is rank 5, and ultimately this is the rank 6. So now this is the rank of GRE. Similarly, rank of GPA is, this is the lowest value, 2.93. This is 3. This is the third value. Then this is fourth value. 3.67 is the fifth one, and this is the sixth one. So this is how we find out rank of GPA. Next, what I need to find out is D, that is the difference between rank of GRE and rank of GPA. Now the difference between 1 and 4 is -3, 4 and 5 is -1, 6 and 6 is 0, 3, 3 is 0, 2, 1 is 1, and 5, 2 is 3. Now I'll find out the difference is squared, that is D square. It will be 9, this is 1, 0, 0, 1, and 9. Now the simplest formula, then the summation of this is summation of DI square is equal to, then summation of all these is 20. Now the simplest formula of rho goes like this, is rho is equal to 1 minus 6 into DI square, summation DI square by n into n square minus 1. Here the value of n is equal to 6. Now this 6 is a constant term. It will not change for any other values of GPA or GRE, or for that matter any value of x and y. This is a constant term in this equation. It is equal to 1 minus, so 6 into, so into DI square is summation of DI square 20 by, now this, the value of n is equal to 6 as well, and this is 36 minus 1. So see, this 6 is constant and this 6 is only the value of n. If the value of n changes, this 6 will change, but this is the constant 6. Now this will be 1 minus 0.571, which is equal to 0.43. This is the simplest formula by which I can find out the Spearman ranked correlation between the variable GRE and GPA. If I find out the rho between GRE and GPA going by this formula, which is covariance of rank X, rank Y, then I need to find out covariance between these two using the covariance formula, that is this formula. Instead of GRE and GPA, I will write the rank of GRE and GPA and the mean of the rank. Here also rank of GPA and mu of the rank by n minus 1. If you use that equation, like I need to write out like rho between GRE and GPA is covariance of rank of GRE minus rank of GPA by sigma rank of GRE, comma, that is into rank of sigma rank of GPA. So I need to find out this first, covariance. So there I need to find out covariance using this formula. And if you find out the same thing, if you calculate on your own, you will find out this also provide you 0.428, which is again very close to this earlier value that I got 0.43. So this is how you can calculate Spearman rank correlation, but I'll suggest that this is the easiest formula. That is the formula, I can write it down. If rho is equal to 6 into sigma di square by n into n square minus 1, this is the easiest formula to find out Spearman ranked correlation coefficient between two variables.
Then computing the correlation in R, we'll use the formula COR, which computes the correlation. By default, this X and Y values has to be submitted. By default, this method is by default Pearson. So if I do not type anything, that will go to Pearson correlation coefficient, but I will type like Pearson or Spearman. Kendall is out of syllabus, so I will consider only Pearson and Spearman, and that will give us the result correlation. I have to get the data set from a CSV or Excel file, because most often in case of correlation we have large data sets. Large data sets mean these data sets are in Excel files or CSV comma separated value files. From there you have to we have to gather the data, and then we have to pick the data, the relevant data, and from there you can compute your necessary things like correlation, covariance, anything. So how to get that data first? So one way I will show you is to use this R platform to choose the data set that you want. Let's name the data set that we want is as my data, and I'll choose the data set from my computer. So that I do not know whether this will work in mobile, but this works fine in laptop. So keep a note of these. So to read a CSV file, the method that we will use is read.csv. So one method is that here you direct give the file name. You can directly give the file name like this. Any file name you have, you can directly give it like here, like this. But I do not know the file name, where suppose there are multiple files, and whenever I run my program, I will consider different files. So I won't go for this. Rather, I will write my program in command that I will use is file dot. I want to choose the file at different occasion. So file dot choose, here I will use file dot choose, and value of the header is equal to true. That means I know that whatever the file is, the file will contain some header data. And let's run this like this. Opens up. That you want to select the file. So I'll just go to the folder. I know where my data is. Here I have my data, and I select this file. So binary.csv. This is the file that I want to import. So with this my data, we have 4 columns and 400 rows. So that are the attributes: GRE, GPA, rank, and admit. These are the 4 attributes. Suppose we want to find a correlation between any correlation. Is there any correlation between GRE and GPA? So how to find out GRE? You know that my data Suppose I want to find GRE. What is the value of GRE? I will store it here. My data dollar GRE. So with the dollar sign, you can select any attribute from data frame. Similarly, suppose GPA is another variable where I take the GPA of my data. So there you go. So two values, GRE and GPA, is nothing but my x-axis, right? I can plot this using this GRE comma GPA, and I will have a plot like this. Here at the right hand side you can see the plot. So I want to find, is there any relationship or correlation between these two, GRE and GPA? So what I will do is R is equal to correlation GPA. See what this correlation takes. What this correlation takes, you can see by this. You can take the help of R and you will find the help here at the right hand side. You will find the help. You can see what does correlation takes into account. It takes x, y, and method. See, method is equal to this, right? So I can use any method, Pearson, Spearman, etc., or any two of them or three of them at a time as well. I'll use only one. So say R equal to correlation of what values, GRE in X and GPA in Y, and method is equal to Pearson. The value of R has been computed. Let's see what is the value of R. R is 0.38. R is 0.38. With Pearson correlation coefficient, you have to do the Spearman correlation coefficient. Suppose in a variable called rho, I'll, like earlier, I will write GRE comma GPA, and here the method will be, instead of Pearson, I will write Spearman, and there we go. The rho has been calculated. What is the value of rho? 0.3824594. Anyway, the value is very close. 0.384 earlier, here 0.3824, but they are not same because the ranked correlation coefficient has been taken. Library called ggplot. I'll use that library and I'll use the comment, this comment. I'll use it. Data, instead of data, I will write my data. This is for better visualization. See, I had two independent variable here, GRE and GPA, and their correlation line has been drawn here. And what is the value? 0.38. The relationships between the sample regression coefficient beta B and the correlation coefficient R is given by this equation, where I have B is equal to R SY by SX. SY is nothing but sigma Y by sigma X. That is standard deviation of Y by standard deviation of X. That means B by R, if you take B by R, this is nothing but SY by SX. That is the proportion of standard deviation of Y and X is same as the proportion of regression coefficient by the correlation coefficient. What is the difference between regression and correlation? You can already imagine what are the differences between regression and correlation. Regression is the average relationship between two variables. Correlation need not imply cause and effect relationship, right? In case of regression, we had a relationship average that represent cause and effect. Like cause is X and effect is shown in Y. We had to compute Y from X. We had to compute or predict Y from X. So that was a cause and effect kind of relationship in case of regression. In case of correlation, it does not show any cause effect. It only shows the association. or relation, pairwise relation between two variables. So that is the difference between correlation and regression. Regression analysis clearly indicates the cause and effect, and correlation does not show any cause and effect. There may be nonsense correlation between two variables, but there is no such thing like nonsense regression. What is nonsense correlation? You find correlation between two variables that does not make any sense, or that does not imply to anything, any logical thing. Mathematically there can be correlation, but but logically that does not produce anything productive. That things can happen in statistics.